morning, we're spotlighting a local interior designer and home staging expert who helps people fall back in love with their space, creating functional, stylish interiors for homeowners, renters, and business owners. From cozy apartments to full home renovations to modern office designs. And they were just named a 2025 Best of Georgia winner by the Georgia Business Journal in the Interior Design Firms category.
With a global design perspective shaped by an Italian background, extensive travel, and hands-on renovation experience, BtheSpace Interiors helps clients make smart, confident decisions from start to finish. And joining us today is Barbara Stevens, owner and principal designer of BtheSpace Interiors. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, Barbara, for viewers that are meeting you for the very first time, how would you describe your design style and what you specialize in at BtheSpace Interiors?
As interior designers, we really specialize and we learn space optimization and layout optimization. So that's really the first thing I focus on with my clients, because everybody wants to make the most out of their space and their budget, of course. And then we do specialize in full renovations. And when it comes to the styles that we offer, we cover everything from traditional to transitional to modern organic. Me specifically being Italian, I kind of lean towards the contemporary. That's kind of my fail-safe. Right. I embrace it and love it.
Very good.
Now, a lot of people want their houses to just be and look better. They don't know where to start. They feel overwhelmed. So when somebody reaches out to you, what does that process look like from your first conversation to the finished space?
It is definitely overwhelming. So we like to break it down for clients and make it as smooth as possible. So we generally start the process with a conversation where we find out a little bit more about you, your objective. Are you a residential client versus a commercial client? What is literally your goal? And then we move on into the high concept phase. At that level, we basically throw at our clients an aesthetic, based on our initial conversation. And once the aesthetic is approved, we moved on into the design phase. So the design phase is extremely detailed. We go down to finishes, materials, even things like logistics, and down to the tissue paper if you want. And finally, we have the implementation phase. For the implementation phase, we are there to help the contractor and solve problems, because truly we are space planners and problem solvers. That's who we are.
You are there step by step.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. Well, you bring both a global perspective and hands-on renovation expertise. So how does that combination help your clients, especially when a project involves bigger decisions like layout, materials, and finishes?
I've been lucky enough to have traveled the world, lived in different countries, and have renovated homes in different countries. So I have come across a lot of materials. There's so much selection. Just a kitchen design is roughly 200 to 300 questions that someone needs to ask, because it's very overwhelming. So what we do, we focus on their lifestyle, again, as I said, and objectives, and we narrow down materials based on that. So I would ask you a question like, are you a good cook? What kind of food do you cook? Do you bake a lot? And I will naturally give you a smaller selection of material based on that primarily.
Okay.
What are some of the most common reasons that clients call you, and the different ways that you can help depending on their goals?
We have different clients. We have our residential clients that call us for a variety of reasons, from full renovations to decor to furnishing, particularly the out-of-state clients. Then we have the realtor group that are mainly our focus for them is staging for when they get a house on the market. Mm-hmm. And then the final group is kind of real estate investors and commercial clients. For them, we do a little bit more of a marketing insight and try to understand their objectives. Are they going to hold the property, sell the property? And we go down the design route based on that. For commercial, we really look at the target audience or target client market, and we focus the design based on that.
Very good. Some beautiful before and after pictures there. How can people get in touch with you if they want to do something like this to their space?
They can call us. They can call us at 706-842-8883. They can even text us there. They can send us an email at info@BtheSpace.com, just the B. And they can also reach us through social medias. We are on all platforms.
All right.
Very good.
Again, voted Best of Georgia 2025, just the B, BtheSpace Interiors. Barbara, thank you so much for sharing all your information with us today.
Thank you for having me.